If you use Obsidian for studying, research, engineering, mathematics, physics, statistics, or any subject that involves formulas and calculations, you'll be happy to know that Obsidian has built-in support for mathematical equations. Using latex syntax, you can create professional-looking equations directly inside your notes, making them much easier to read than plain text formulas. Whether you're writing simple algebraic expressions, calculus formulas, matrices, probability equations, or scientific notation, Obsidian can render them beautifully within your vault. The good news is that creating math equations in Obsidian is easier than many beginners expect. In this video, I'll show you how to do math equations in Obsidian in 2026 step by step, even if you've never used mathematical notation in Obsidian before. First, open Obsidian and navigate to the note where you want to insert a mathematical equation. Obsidian includes built-in support for LaTeX through its Markdown rendering engine, so in most cases, no additional plugins are required. There are two main ways to insert equations in Obsidian. The first method is using inline equations. Inline equations appear directly within a sentence and are useful when you want to reference a formula without placing it on a separate line. To create an inline equation, place the mathematical expression between single dollar signs. For example, if you want to display a simple algebraic equation within a sentence, you would type the formula between opening and closing dollar symbols. When the note is rendered, Obsidian automatically formats it as a mathematical expression. For larger equations, use display equations instead. Display equations appear on their own line and are easier to read when working with more complex formulas. For example, a quadratic equation can be displayed like this: ax squared plus bx plus c equals 0. When rendered, the equation appears centered and formatted professionally, making it ideal for study notes and technical documentation. You can also create fractions, exponents, roots, and other mathematical symbols. For example, a fraction uses a numerator and denominator structure, while exponents are created using the caret symbol. Square roots and other mathematical operators are also supported through standard LaTeX commands. If you're studying geometry, you can include formulas such as a equals pi r squared. This allows important formulas to stand out clearly within your notes. For statistics and probability courses, you can create summation symbols, Greek letters, integrals, and advanced mathematical notation. Obsidian supports a wide range of LaTeX functionality, making it suitable even for university-level mathematics and scientific work. You can also link mathematical notes together using Obsidian's internal linking system. For example, a note about derivatives can link to notes about limits, functions, integrals, and differential equations. Over time, this creates a powerful network of interconnected mathematical knowledge. If an equation does not render correctly, double-check your syntax. Missing symbols, incorrect brackets, or unmatched dollar signs are among the most common causes of formatting problems. Reviewing the equation carefully usually resolves the issue quickly. Another helpful tip is switching between editing mode and reading mode to see how equations will appear once rendered. This allows you to verify formatting before finalizing your notes. As your collection of formulas grows, consider creating dedicated formula reference notes. Having a centralized collection of important formulas can save time when reviewing material later. So that's how to do math equations in Obsidian in 2026. The main steps are opening a note, using single dollar signs for inline equations, using double dollar signs for display equations, writing formulas with LaTeX syntax, and reviewing the rendered results for accuracy. Once you become familiar with the basics, Obsidian can serve as a powerful platform for creating organized and professional mathematical notes. If this tutorial helped you, make sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel for more Obsidian tutorials, productivity tips, and beginner-friendly tech guides. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.